Some years ago, I was gifted an ebook. At the time, I wasn't ready to work with that book. It was a book that was called the Dialectical Behavior Therapy Skills Workbook. I know it's quite a lot. However, when my disease happened in 2023, I felt covered by a big black cloak of depression, going through traumas that you need to embrace gracefully, and as it always happens with cancer or major diseases, you lose people around you, or other devastating things keep happening, like domino stones that keep falling onto each other. I suddenly remembered the ebook, and I have printed it out and started working on it. It finally gave me the emotional skills I searched for, practical and short exercises, and knowledge about regulating emotions. A whole new world has opened up for me last year. Now, I wanted to share these techniques with you in a very easy to understand language and small little exercises at the end of the video with a meditation or emotional regulation technique. And if you think meditation isn't for you, trust me, you got this. If I can do it with ADHD brain, then you can easily do this too. It's nothing like you picture it to be, and it can be very fun if you use a little creativity and imagination. And don't forget, I'm here with you in every step of the way. The most important two things I got so far from this book, like the core knowledge you have to remember, is that you start remembering 3 words, just the 3. It's distract, soothe, and cope. Distract. Do not confuse distraction with avoidance. When you avoid a distressing situation, you choose not to deal with it. But when you distract yourself from a distressing situation, you still intend to deal with it in the future, when your emotions have calmed down to a tolerable level. So, for example, you get a phone call and your auntie is suddenly very, very sick. The emotions that you feel very, very overwhelming, like you almost cannot control those emotions. I think we've all been there. Like feelings like shock or anger or denial can happen quickly without you even realizing it, and you probably in that very moment, you cannot even grasp or name those emotions. You just feel it, right? So at the moment, it would be wise to distract yourself. When you just distract yourself for a little while, after like watching a movie, you can calm down with your emotions to the tolerable level, and then you can deal with it. That's distraction. Avoiding would be if you have the call and after you would be doing something destructive like gambling or shopping online, and you spend money that you actually cannot spend, and you try to feel the emotions that feel overwhelming by basically chasing highs, dopamine highs, scrolling on your phone, and just putting the emotions at the back of your mind. That's distraction that you avoided and you don't embrace it. Let's move on. Soothe. It's often necessary to soothe yourself to regain strength. Imagine that you refill the gas in your car so that you can keep going. Self-soothing is meant to bring you some amount of peace and relief from your pain so that you can figure out what you are going to do next. Cope. Start with radical acceptance. Increase your ability to tolerate the stress with a change of attitude. criticizing yourself all the time or being overly judgmental of a situation is like wearing really dark sunglasses indoors. By doing this, you're missing the details and you're not seeing everything as it really is. To acknowledge your present situation, whatever it is, without judging the events or criticizing yourself. Your present situation exists because of a long chain of events that begin far in the past. Radical acceptance coping statements like these examples can help you to really accept the situation for what it is. The present is the only moment I have control over. This moment is exactly as it should be, given what's happened before it. This moment is the result of 1,000,000 other decisions. This is the way it has to be. Make a list of 5 things you can do to distract, soothe, cope yourself, and write them down. That's your homework for this very video. If you have any questions with them or regarding to them, please let me know in the comments down below, so maybe I can make a video really deep diving in every part of those 3 subjects. For example, my list of distraction would be watching a comfy video on YouTube. And that's exactly the reason why I started this channel, by the way. Cope would be to say, it is what it is. And soothe would be baking cookies with a fragrance I really like cinnamon cookies. I hope this is clear for you. We will move on to the mindfulness exercise that will help you regain peace in a very distressing moment, which helped me last year myself to regulate my emotions myself and to remain calm. This exercise is one of my favorites, and I wanted to start this series of my notes of the DBT workbook with this very, very powerful exercise. I hope you're ready. It's called Safe Place Visualization. We start with simple breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Sit comfortably with your feet on the ground, your hands on your lap, or whatever makes you feel comfortable. Try scanning your body and feel if there's any tension in the body. With each breath, you breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Imagine a place where you feel safe, where you feel calm and peaceful. Maybe it's a place you've never ever been before. Somewhere you've dreamt about going one day. Or maybe that's a place you've seen a picture of on Pinterest or Instagram. Or whatever it may be. Picture it fully. First, focus on the colors in your very own unique, peaceful place. Which colors does it have? What around you do you see? Now notice any sounds that are around you. Do you hear the wind? Do you hear any birds? Or maybe a different sound in the background? Think about the smells you notice there. Do you smell cinnamon baked cookies? Smell the salty wind from the ocean? Think about any skin sensations or movement of the air, how it feels underneath your feet. For example, do you feel grass or sand or stones, pebbles underneath your feet? Is the movement of air strong or soft? Look around you just one more time and picture it all fully as it is now. You just created your very own safe place. And with this, it deserves a name. Create one word that describes this very safe place for you. One word to bring the image back to life anytime you need to. Do you got it? Stay to enjoy your safe place for as long as you want. And whenever you're ready, gently open up your eyes, wiggle your toes, move your fingers, and open up your eyes to slowly come back to reality. Whenever you feel ready. But feel free to stay here for a while too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next time.